Here we are once again on YouTube and Twitch. The speakers are working. We're back for Movie News Monday. We got some cool stuff for everyone. We're going to be talking about Rebel Moon, Chalice of Blood, the whole Warhammer thing that's happening, everything that's been going on. Flashback weekend. We got a lot to do. Let's jump into it. Here we are once more into the breach on Restream, of course. And we are here and happy to be here. Hopefully, Restream doesn't mess up this time. You do, I take your liver. What a movie, huh? You're like this the whole time, like, that motherfucker needs to die.
Like the first thing I thought of was just saying "son of a bitch."
All right, we're gonna talk about it real quick, but let's get into the most recent thing. Flashback weekend. We had a great time. Oh, I forgot to bring up what I got from Flashback. I put it all the way in my room. Hold on. Don't want to trip on anything. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Big ass buddy.
Sorry, I'm eating something.
Don't you know that's a no-no while podcasting?
I got hungry, bro.
I ended up okay. So we went to Flashback weekend. It was you, me, my sister Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha's over right now. I said, "Hey, how'd you like the picture?" She goes, "Fuck you." Oh God! But real quick, when we saw a couple of friends, of course, mostly my friends, but they'll be your friends soon enough.
If they allow it.
Well, I think if you just send the ad to Mike, I think he'll add you.
Mm.
He really don't post much except for like concerts and cons he goes to. I saw Juliette Lewis at one of the cons he went to.
Mm.
Yeah. But flashback weekend, my whole plan was I'll meet the Raimis. I'll meet Keith David. I didn't get the thing signed. It was a long fucking line. And we're all like, I made the judgment call. I'm like, yeah, I'm not waiting all this fucking time. We're going home. I'll get it somewhere else.
Like I said, you could ship it to him and he'll sign it for you and ship it back.
Yeah, I'll have to get in touch with his agent or something like that. But yeah, it was a fun fucking time. I know Tasha was like, "Oh my God, this is great." And my niece called, both nieces called while we were there. I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, y'all could have been here." Sent the pictures to my brother, like, "You could have been here with us, but no, I don't like horror movies." It was a fun time though. Got to see some cool stuff. Got to meet some cool celebrities. Ted Raimi was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, he seems like a chill guy.
Oh, very chill. I told my dad about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, you met Ted Raimi. He's worth $2 million." He goes, "You basically took pictures with a fucking bum." And I'm like, "Leave Ted out of this. Ted is a cool dude. Ted's awesome." But yeah, we stopped at the Full Moon Pictures booth. Got to see some awesome Puppet Master stuff. They had some of the NECA stuff. They had the replicas. Finally get to see the replicas, which were fucking great. It's a shame
they were expensive though.
Like $300, $600. They were cool, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not that rich.
They're just like carve it out of wood by yourself and do it that way.
3D print it, like how people been doing with the small soldier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I did grab one thing, not for a bad price too. I got, let's see if I show it, Dragon World, a little staple of my childhood.
That psychedelic dragon on the cover freaks me out every time.
It's such a goofy poster. Like looking back at it, like when it was on the VHS, I'm like, oh, this is great. Let's get it. And it was like, as a kid, it's boring to you, but then when you watch it when you get older, you're like, oh, this is actually a pretty solid movie. There is a sequel though. And the sequel is set in between the first movie. You find out how the kid's grandfather died.
Hmm.
His grandfather got killed by a knight who came back from the past to kill the dragon Yowler. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I was just like, that's fucked up.
How'd your grandpa pass away? Oh, he got killed by a knight.
They're like, what? And the knight was like so evil, he was trying to just consume all the dragons to become the most powerful human ever. I'm just like, this is fucking goofy. When I saw it on HBO, I'm like, who made this? But the first one is great. I had to grab it. I thought they'd have Prehysteria there, but hey, I'll start with Dragon World first.
And
Prehysteria was my
plus, you forgot to tell people it was the last copy.
last copy at $15 on
Hmm.
Blu-ray. I was actually looking for Primevals because I love that one too. That was great to see. Just classic Full Moon. But this is a good start right here when it comes to Full Moon stuff. But yeah, it was a
That
fun time.
that and the Evil Bong set box set was pretty
Oh,
cool.
and every puppet master in that one set. Jesus Christ. I'm like, yeah, just give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're good.
Like honestly, I would have bought it if it was like $60.
Yeah. Oh my god, all their movies. It was cool seeing Celeste again. I was just on her Twitch actually in her chat,
Hmm.
and it was chaotic. It was so chaotic. I loved it though. But it was cool. She was like, "Is that Sebastian?" I'm like, "Yes, it is." And I said, "Hey, drop by the stream. We're doing this for a minute." But yeah, man, what a time it was. Hell, the drive back was nuts. Gave Tasha a new recommendation with Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, she's like, I like it. I like it a lot.
The first thing I said was like, it's like biker metal music, and she's like, yeah.
Oh, she used to listen to biker metal like crazy when I was a kid. Like Meatloaf and all that. Like when Meatloaf was heavy.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was like, when?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, like when he like it was like the first album or something like that.
Bad Out of Hell?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
We had an LP of it too.
Mm.
I think that was her LP also. Awesome cover of that. But yeah, Flashback was solid. I got Fan Expo, I think the week after next. And yeah, it was good. I can't wait for Fan Expo. Got my ticket. I got my photo op. Hopefully QB comes. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go pick him up. Because I told him buy your ticket now, like back before August 2nd. And he I don't know if he grabbed it or not. If he didn't, I'm like, well, you're out of luck. Always asking, hey, when's the next con? I told you when. You didn't take action.
And when he's not there, he's going to be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh damn, wrong app. There we go. Here we go.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're firing on all cylinders, it seems. I did see our movies, not our gaming stream last week. It looked like we were like just talking on top of each other, which was not the case. I checked. I even checked the recording.
Right.
Yeah, the speed of this stream was just nuts on the gaming one. It was just like out of there. I'm like, what the fuck? We weren't talking like that. We weren't cutting each other off. It was killing me.
Yeah, we weren't
So,
like Boogie and Keystream.
we weren't boogie and wings. Oh, wrong picture. Wrong thing. And speaking of which, before we get into the more of the movie stuff, I just watched Locale live before the thing while you were watching Rebel Moon,
Mm-hmm.
and they're looking for a new host apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they got trolled by one guy. I think his name is Shallow. He dressed up like a cancer patient, and they're like, what kind of cancer you got? He goes, prostate. I'm like, how old are you? 24. Like, well, that's rare, but it does happen. But like, hey, take your cap off. Are you actually going through the radiation? He goes, yeah, the radiation. They're putting it all in my ass. I'm like, oh god. I knew right away. I'm like, you're trolling. I respect the troll, but what the fuck?
That's a bad. That's the worst thing to troll about.
But and you know what the thing that got me, he had like headphone cord on his nose like it was
You mean the one with like the mic?
no, he just wrapped the cord itself, not with the head earpieces, just wrapped it over. Like, yeah, it's not funny making fun of that. And he started doing things like, oh yeah, show us your diagnosis. He go, no, I'm not showing my medical records to you. He started saying the same shit as Boogie. Oh god. Oh my god, it was hilarious. There were some cool ones. They had Vito, of course. Everyone knows Vito the Pedo. He was on there. He got kicked so quick after Keemstar roasted him. Oh my lord! There were some solid ones. I was like, get Billy the Fridge to host the damn show. I fucks with Billy the Fridge.
I don't think I've heard his stuff yet.
Oh, it's hilarious. He did a diss rap on Leafy way back in the day.
Oh damn!
But it was so funny. He goes, shut up, Boogie, before I twist your tipples. I was like, oh god. As soon as he said that, I'm like, get him. Oh god, it was a solid episode. And Tommy, of course, he came back. He goes, hey guys, how you doing? And Keem's like, oh, you just switched your name? Fuck out of here. Damn thing. It was solid. I think they're gonna do another one Wednesday. I know Smaggle.
Not gonna go good.
Yeah, Smaggle Daggle showed up. He goes, "Sup, fuckers?" I'm like, "Oh god!" And it was so funny. Like Smaggle just kept repeating the same shit Nick DiOrio and lyrics have said about locale. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we get it." Like I know for a fact a lot of this shit's scripted. Tommy will probably be back next week or some shit, unless of course it was actually real. But yeah, it was a solid episode. I was laughing my ass off.
I just don't know what to say anymore. Like
the one part that got me, Wings and Boogie actually got Keem. Like he was flabbergasted.
shocked flabbergasted or like holding
He,
in laughs flabbergasted.
he was at a loss. Like he was just like, what? They were talking about trans performers, like trans adult performers, like Buck Angel. Like they're like, okay, who would you rather go with, Bailey J or Buck Angel? And they're telling Buck Angel was biologically a woman but looks like a man, and Bailey J is an actual trans male to female. And he's like this. He goes, I would go with the woman. And they showed him Buck Angel. He goes, wait, what the fuck? He goes, I'll just kill myself. That's literally how he said it.
Is there a grizzly bear option?
And then they showed him Bailey J. Like, he goes, no. I was laughing so hard at that shit. I'm like, damn, they actually got Keem. he malfunctioned for a second.
Could be worse. You could be moist critical.
Come to find out, he's not like I saw he was leaving the internet and all that, but it's like no, he's leaving the podcast that he was on.
Yeah, that's more reasonable.
Yeah, because like of course Sneeko was doing a victory lap and shit, and even moist critical, even Charlie was like, I'm not leaving the internet. I just left the podcast. He goes, and he actually explained himself and all that. He goes, I thought we were just doing hyperbolic takes that time. I do apologize for my hyperbolic take. Like he actually ran it back. I'm like, like I'd still rather see Sneeko just get Superman punched again.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be another tooth broken. All right, so
building a tooth is like $75,000, maybe.
You know how that is messed up. The fact they're like, oh, we should sue. Like, dude, it's Sneeko. Of course he has a punchable face. But here, let's get back into it. Let's reel ourselves back in over the lol shit and the internet stuff. Of course, we didn't do S tier midnight yesterday because I'm like, there really wasn't anything. Boogie kind of screwed that up when it came to like they did a Saturday stream, and his audio was just so goddamn horrible.
Worse than ours.
Oh my god! Like the volume was low. Here, I'll even do like a little thing on here just to prove his volume was low like this. Whoa, can you hear me?
Barely.
Yeah, it was low like that. It was low like that. He could not figure it out whatsoever. And I'm like, maybe because you screamed in the microphone, dude. And he introduced his new alter ego, Tipples the Clown.
Fucking Tipples!
Yeah. And it was just him. It was him with a colorful robe on with a fucking clown nose and a Medicare hat, just honking horn like. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, what the hell are we doing here?
He's gonna be in jail.
Oh god. All right, let's reel ourselves back. We got movie news to talk about. Let's talk about it. I woke up to this. David Lynch is, I think, semi-retired.
What do you mean semi-retired?
Here, I'm gonna pull it up from President of Physical Media. he broke the story first. Let's see. And I'm gonna look at the statement that David Lynch put out. Let's see. Come on, load. Internet's acting up again. Jesus. Come on.
Well, apparently there's more storms coming on the way.
I did see that on my phone. Got it. All right, it says this. David Lynch says he won't be directing anymore. What he means, like in-person directing. He said this. He goes, I've gotten emphysema from smoking for so long, so I'm homebound whether I like it or not. I can't go out. Because of COVID, it would be very bad for me to get sick, even with a cold. And that, he has emphysema from all the coughing. I got his statement as well. I made sure to like that. Because he basically saying, I'm not retiring, but, it sounds like he's going to do more like remote directing. He'll be like Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder. I want you to hit him really fucking hard. Where is it at? I got it.
This is Komodo Dragon.
Flaming Dragon. Okay, Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. All right, yeah, here. This is his statement. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm saying it kind of like him. Yes, I have emphysema from my many years of smoking. I have to say that I enjoyed smoking very much, and I do love tobacco. The smell of it, lighting cigarettes on fire, smoking them. But there is a price to pay for this enjoyment, and the price for me is emphysema. I have now quit smoking for over 2 years. Recently, I had many tests, and the good news is that I am in excellent shape, except for emphysema. I am filled with happiness, and I will never retire. I want you all to know that I really appreciate your concern. Love, David.
Now, is emphysema like some sort of cancer?
No, it's a lung disease kind of.
So it can be cured.
Yeah, it can be. I think it can also can become lung cancer at some time. Depends on what you do with it. If he quit it, I think he'll probably like get rid of it at some point. I'm not sure. I could be very wrong on that. So I'm just, I'm spitballing.
Yeah, we're not doctors. We're just dumbasses.
Yeah. Who do you think we are? Joe Rogan?
Or better yet, we could be Dr. Phil.
Which one? You see that video from Kill Tony with Dr. Phil?
Yes.
and Jason Ellis, he goes, Do I get a book or something like that? I got molested 5 times. Which one was your favorite? I was like, oh my god.
He was serious about it. He's like, I'm just saying, some people like it, some people don't.
Oh man, I'm hoping David makes it. Well, I think emphysema is reversible. I'm not sure, but it's if his last thing is going to be this animated movie they were talking about him doing, he don't really need to do anything other than just be like, oh, okay, just draw this. I want them to do this. Look at the script. Like, they can just do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully he makes a quick recovery. Oh, let me do this real quick. Stop sharing our thumbnail. There we go. Ta-da! All right, so here we are. Warhammer 40K on Amazon. Supposedly it's on hold, and it was all mysterious how I said it. They got until like December before they do this. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. This is you know, I want to say Henry Cavill was halting it because it looks like it's more of a actual like Games Workshop thing that's halting it.
Okay.
Here, I'll pull up the article. It's on IGN. Almost at Instagram. Wow,
And they're pretty much the same thing.
might as well be. Wesley Yin Pool. Okay. Games Workshop and Amazon have until December 2024 to agree to creative guidelines for Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40K film and TV series, or they won't happen. No, it wasn't Games Work. It was Cavill. It was Games Workshop. Let me fix that real quick. Just put production halted. Here.
So pretty much they're at the wall with a cigarette and blindfolded and say, have any last words?
No, it's more like that part in Downfall where where one of the soldiers, where one of the generals is like, "Hey, yeah, we'll give you this if you let us go," like that. And Russia's just
Don't.
like,
Don't.
"No, we're not. No, we're not. You're getting hanged like everyone else." All right, Games Workshop has reiterated that Amazon's hotly anticipated Warhammer 40K film and TV series will not happen unless both companies can agree creative guidelines by December 2024. Speaking in its annual financial report, Games Workshop discussed the deal that granted exclusive rights to Amazon films and television series set within Warhammer 40K universe, with an option for Amazon to license equivalent rights in the Warhammer Fantasy universe following the release of the initial Warhammer 40K production. In December 2023, Games Workshop said it would work with Amazon for a period of 12 months ending in December 2024 to agree to creative guidelines for the films and television series to be developed by Amazon, and that the agreement will only proceed if the creative guidelines are mutually agreed between Games Workshop and Amazon. So they just got.
So it's a little bit of stubbornness and like we're not ready yet.
I think it's more like they just got to look over. They got to gloss over everything. Be like, okay, we can't do this, but we can do this. Like that. Which
Right.
I hope is good. Yeah, I mean, you look at Rings of Power, and everyone gets mad about it, but I'm like, yeah, they had their guidelines that they had to go through. They couldn't use all of the Silmarillion, otherwise, the show would have been good. But yeah, I'm hoping they actually continue with it. That's one I've been hoping for, especially since Henry Cavill basically got screwed out of The Witcher and Superman and all that. It's just hopefully they get this stuff cleared up at least by November.
I know
It's
Jamie Koala was like a big fan of The Witcher, wasn't she? She's like, when's the next season coming?
Oh yeah, yeah. And I told her like Henry Cavill ain't gonna be in the next season. I said. She goes, "Oh no!" Like everyone, we all were like that. Like, oh yeah, look, it's Chris Hemsworth's brother, the one who fumbled Miley Cyrus. We're just like, God damn it. It's a shame. It really is a shame.
Yes and no.
Yeah, let me do some. There we go.
Oh, great. Now my neighbor decides to
I-
blare their music.
I hear it. I'm like, let me bring the volume down on your side a little bit.
Yeah.
25.
I have the best timing when it comes to the podcast.
Ah. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have this. For our next thing, of course, Warhammer 40K. I've been waiting for a while now. I'll get to play Space Marine at Fan Expo, so there's that. Like, oh, look at you. That's what actually made me go like, you know what? Fine, I'll go to Fan Expo. That was the other thing, other than like, oh yeah, Sophia Batella's gonna be there, Hella Purnell's gonna be there. I'm like, okay, all right, you got me. That's how I was. All right, so here we go. We got our first look at Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, and
Is
of
there
course,
going to be a tournament?
I hope so. I really do hope so. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hopefully, without any
Is there going to be a
problem.
movie about Johnny Cage?
I'll be pissed. I will be so pissed. I'm like, you could have did this for the first one.
Please
Instead
don't
of
let it be the fuck up. Please.
oh god, yeah. They got the one person. Ooh, cool. Reddit has it. Thank you.
Wow, one time Reddit's good.
Let's see if my internet is good. It's loading. Google is being a fickle mistress.
Well, you gotta remember Google's old. It's been around since the beginning of internet, almost.
It's been around since we were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Reddit, dive into anything. There we go. It's actually a good one. All right. This is a quick look at Kitana and her fan blade. If it'll show it.
I heard Kitana and Fanblade.
First look at the
Oh,
fan blade and a little bit of Kitana. It's quick. It's a nice little teaser.
they're going to the original, like, Royal Kitana.
Yeah, I can definitely see a little bit of MK10 in the costume as well.
Yeah.
Looks solid. And this was all dropped by Ed Boon. Looks solid. I want to see what Shao Kahn looks like. They got the right guy for it too. Martin Ford. Oh my goodness.
I really hope he doesn't look like Dr. Sins or whatever his name is.
Here, I'll show you Martin Ford. Here, let me see. Oh, he dropped some of the makeup for it, like he was in the fucking chair. Martin Ford is like, I think, like 6'8", like 300 pounds of muscle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucker.
Oh god, yeah. I think he was in Undisputed 3.
Really?
Yeah, he was a beast here. This is from the Mortal Kombat Reddit, actually. All hail the new Shao Kahn. I guess is from the stunt we're going to be doing. He was in this movie, The Machine. It should be showing up in a second. It's taking a minute. Come on. There we go. Let me see. We'll go to it. Don't sign me in. I just want to see the picture. Yeah, he's a beast.
Wait, isn't that almost looks like the same guy from the movie?
He almost looks like Nathan Jones, yeah.
Like he's got
Almost.
the like same skull and veins on his head like him too. I'm like, what the fuck, is that his twin?
He almost looks like Nathan Jones. Yeah, Martin is from the UK while Nathan's from Australia. Let me see if I can find a. Oh, yeah, I think I found. No, that's not makeup from the thing, is it? No, it's not the makeup. But he's done a lot of acting work. Wow, I'm cracking my voice. He's done a lot of acting work. He was in, of course, I think I told you this, the Lord of the Rings, Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor commercial. He played one of the orcs.
Yeah.
Dude's dying. Dude's on his deathbed. And the fucking orc's like, not today. It keeps saving him.
Uh-oh. We're
Oh,
sort of going in and out. We might cut off soon.
oh no. God damn it, Restream. Of course.
Yeah.
And OBS is acting up too. All right, so yeah, that is it for the tease. Katana looks good. It's solid. Because we got a thing to talk about. We might just do a singular thing on that one. Here we go. We got a new movie coming out called Killing Gawker, and Ben Affleck is playing Hulk Hogan.
Why does that sound like a porno?
Killing Gawker. Well, I think you remember
Featuring the
Gawker.
Hawk to a girl.
Oh Lord.
No. She's probably a nice person in IRL.
Suffer, Eric.
Oh, you gotta give it that hawk to it. Spit all that nice.
They really put a soundbite for that. I think that's some shit.
Well, she got famous.
But that was the thing I saw from her. Like, she was like, I don't know for that. She was so upset. She goes, I'm a farm girl. I have a whole ass ranch. Oh Lord, that was hilarious. I'm like, she don't want no fame because she done seen how all these internet people be. Like, whoa, Vicky
you
and
wanna
Lil
get famous?
Tay and all that.
Like, here's the thing. You want to get famous? Nobody said being famous is pretty.
Yeah, no, it's always a scummy way of getting famous.
Mm-hmm.
End up acting like Tobey Maguire in Brothers. You want to know what I did?
God damn.
So I'm gonna look up the thing for Killing Gawker. Well, Gawker, I remember this. Gawker was that one website. They had dropped all type of news, and they were the ones that dropped Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
Oh no.
And he sued because he did not know about that. And this is what killed his career, and that's why he's how he is now. They dropped a soundbite where he was being very racist, and
Yep.
still he won his lawsuit because it was a breach of like privacy. He ended up getting paid out. I think like all of what they were worth. I think 160 million, and he was quiet for the most part. Here, I'm gonna look it up. Yes,
The man went face to face with Vince McMahon back in the 80s. Come on.
yeah, and the fact that they thought that was going to work, it killed him in the court of public opinion, but in the court of law is like, gives a shit what he said. You put his shit out on there illegally. And if Gawker didn't put out the thing about the billionaire that was funding Hulk Hogan's lawsuit, this whole lawsuit thing probably wouldn't have happened. They probably would have retracted everything. They probably would have apologized or some shit like that. But the whole thing about it, like, it was fucked up. But here, this is it's going to be called Killing Gawker, and it is quite the reunion. It's like a Goodwill Hunting reunion.
Oh, damn.
Gus Van Sant will be directing it. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are starring in it.
Matt Damon.
Yep, and just like I said, it's going to be covering the whole lawsuit that Hogan filed against Gawker. And Ben Affleck is playing Hulk Hogan. That's going to be weird.
Brother.
Oh God. He's gonna have to hang out with Hulk Hogan. Like, tell me, how did that really feel? Like, oh brother, you gotta tell me, you gotta know this about the whole thing.
Let me tell you something, dude.
Like, let me inform you about the whole thing. It was such bullshit what Gawker did to me. And Ben's like, yeah, all right. You want some Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, they love me at Dunkin' Donuts, brother. You won't believe it.
he just can't turn off. He's Hulk Hogan, not Terry Hogan.
Let me get a large size grande, brother.
It sounds cool. Watch it get an Oscar because of this fucking tour de force trio that's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. All right, yeah. So that sounds cool. All right, let's get into some stuff that I'm hyped for. There's two things we're hyped for here. Well, three. Woo! Here we go. Until Dawn has begun filming today. Today, August 5th, it has started filming, and Peter Stormare is back as Dr. Hill.
Yeah, motherfucker, I was born ready.
Okay.
I told you
Who
all
else
that.
we got?
Oh yeah, we looked at the cast. They didn't bring anyone back except for Peter Stormare. I told you everything you do has consequences. Yeah, I can't wait to see how over the top he is with this shit.
Oh, you know he's gonna be dramatic as fuck.
Yeah. All your actions have caused pain. I'm like, oh god.
Every time when he hits a high pitched voice, he looks up.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
Tell me about your trauma. I'm like, oh god. Didn't realize it was just dude. Just like, okay, let me use my fears against my friends. So it started filming. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping Larry Fessenden actually got cast in the Wendigo Hunter role. That would be so cool. That bringing at least two people back would be great.
That would be nice.
See his head get sliced off like in the game.
Not for real, people. Let's calm down.
Oh, that shit set the tone. I was like, oh fuck. That's how I was. I'm like,
It made me hungry for watermelon.
I was like, do not miss. Do not miss. Do not miss.
Fuck, I missed.
Oh, there goes Josh. Or Matt. My bad. Oh no, I don't even remember the characters' names. I gotta replay it again. Good thing it's gonna be on PS5. But yeah,
Watch it be the extended cut for the PS5.
yeah, it is gonna be extended cut. I saw that, and all it is just like more with what the frick is the Matt and the Chinese girl.
Wow, that's not racist.
I caught it too. I'm like, oh shit, that's a band too. Oh my god, my IQ right now.
0.0.
Oof. What was the character's name? Emily. Matt and Emily. It's a whole sequence of Matt and Emily. I think they're going to add more to it. I hope. But yeah, the whole sequence of Matt and Emily. It's only in the UK cut of Until Dawn the game, and it's yeah, it's in the UK cut. That pissed me off too. I saw that face. I'm like, what the fuck? I saw that on YouTube. I'm like, where's this at?
Like, what's the point of announcing it?
Well, that was it when it was on PS4. PS5, we get that cut.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's how I was. I'm like, oh, thank God we get to see that scene. And it was her just fucking with Matt the whole time. Like, oh my God, my hand's stuck in a hole. And I just went, that's it. That's all this is. But yeah, I could.
More like details of the background of the Wendigo and all that shit, but no.
You know, that's what killed me. That's what killed me. When you get all the totems, that's where you get the background at. And I just went, God damn it. I don't want to look for all these things. I'm not playing this again.
Especially when you're getting chased. That's like so stupid.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, I'll just look it up on YouTube. And I looked it up on YouTube.
And then you were just like, ah.
Yeah. And that was one thing that caught me. I'm like, oh, so that Wendigo was known as the Macapichu. And that's what she was possessed with. That's why it's so much stronger than the other ones. Okay. That makes sense.
God bless you.
I caught that too. Oh man. All right. So yeah, Until Dawn. Can't wait. Next year though, man. All right, another thing we're hyped for. Yes. Evil Dead is coming back.
I'm excited.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
with Bruce Campbell. He remember we saw that he said he was basically retired from Evil Dead, right?
I know, and I was like, bullshit.
Yeah, and I was like, as soon as he explained why, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I wouldn't want to be soaked with blood every fucking movie too. What a good way to come back in animated form. Like, hey, yeah, it's not me getting bloody; it's just my character.
Plus, he sort of did some voiceovers for the Evil Dead game that was released on the
Yeah,
PS5.
yeah, he's got the experience to voice the character. So yeah, that's a very cool thing for him to do. I enjoyed Fistful of Boomstick for what I
Here,
played.
here's the thing. Is it going to be continuance from the series or the movie?
That we don't know. All we know is that it got announced, and yeah, that's basically it. It just got announced. Yeah, everyone's hyped that Bruce Campbell's back, which is great. I say do the fucking crossover finally. Like do the crossover with the Evil Dead reboot and the Evil Dead Rise. Get us all the characters back.
Freddy versus Jason. And
Yeah,
Ash.
that would be slick. That would be slick too. Have Freddy and Jason in like a whole fucking special episode thing, like a 5-part episode. That would be fucking great too. There's so much they can do with the animated stuff, and it depends on the animation. Like I hope it's at least like Castlevania's animation. If not, maybe go towards that cell shaded hyper real animation like Babylon
Ghost
5
in
The
the
Road
Shell.
Home. That either that or Babylon 5 The Road Home, because that was bloody as hell too.
Unless
Yes.
they do it like 3D animation.
Yeah, that's another way too. But that would be rough. When I found that, I'm like, it's 80 million for that. What the fuck? That's how I was. 80 million an
I know
episode.
Bruce Campbell has that money, but I don't think he wants to spend it.
Yeah, no, it's high risk. That's like that's difficult. That's a super boss right there.
Yeah. Dead
Yeah,
Space tried it and it didn't go so well.
yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Man, that's why Downfall's the best one. Meanwhile, the other one was shit.
Yep.
It did push the story forward into two, but I'm like, ah. Is this how you end it? So yeah, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be nice, bloody, and gory. Maybe Devilman Crybaby style.
I just know it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yes. We know Ted's probably gonna be in it as a character.
You know he is.
Oh yeah. Sam's looking at this like, oh cool, we're doing a cartoon. I've never done that before. All right, here we go. We got did you see anything from the Olympics?
Other than the Logan Paul situation and the opening stuff and the metal band.
Well,
Nothing.
there was an ad for Squid Games season 2 play. They did a nice teaser for it. It looks good. I already saw they even used some SpongeBob stuff to promote it as well. Yeah, SpongeBob poster drop for Squid Games 2.
Wait, is this the game show or is this the series?
Series. This is season 2 for the series because the game show hasn't started yet.
Oh, I thought it already started.
No, they've been waiting. I think it's only going to be 3 seasons also
Really?
because they already renewed it and it ain't even out yet. I'm just like, okay, y'all just like, okay, we're done with it. Come on, get us a third. Here's the third season. We're renewing it after this. It's done.
I'm still waiting for the physical copies of Stranger Things and the 5th season of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I did see Arcane finally got a steelbook release from what is it? Shout Factory.
Who got it?
Arcane.
Hmm.
Yeah, the animated one with that's based in League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that finally got a release. And supposedly the word on the street is Rebel Moon is coming to 4K.
Did you never Oh, boy! Yeah!
I thought that was
I
Beeman.
Shannon Sharp after drinking a Mountain Dew. I can't wait for that Rebel Moon. Oh my god! And we're about to get into that right now. And Keisha and Tasha and my mom are watching Chalice of Blood right now. So
Oh no!
we're gonna be talking about Chalice of Blood because you finished it. I watched it over the weekend. I did my double feature. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it this way. I ain't going crazy. Man,
Yeah.
what a movie! Am I right?
Scenery was beautiful. The music was on point. The story so dramatic and beautiful and horrifying. The acting perfect to the T. Everything about it was awesome. I even loved the baby spiders.
Oh yeah, that's baby spiders. Oh god, yeah. And you were telling me about that. I'm like, yeah, yeah. When I watched, I was like, holy shit, this opening, it's way better. Like as someone who watched the theatricals and all that, and we talked about the theatricals, and I was telling you like, the theatricals, they're 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. This I give a 10 out of 10. Like I was just like, holy shit, the opening, you know, from the comparison is night and day. Instead of having Anthony Hopkins do this, exposition where it's like Star Wars with the text crawl, but Anthony Hopkins telling the story, it just kicks you right in there. Like this is what's happening. This is the Imperium, the mother world of Moa, and they are vicious. And I was just like, holy shit.
And what did I call them? They were like the Nazis.
They were they're very authoritarian. The scribes were fucking nuts. Like there's more with the scribes in this than in the first one. They were just standing there in the theatricals, like, okay, what are you doing? All right, and that's it. This, it's like, oh, he killed another one, and just grabs a fucking molar and puts it in this goddamn canvas. That shit was creepy.
I like you said it was gory, and it was gory, but it wasn't my kind of gory.
Yeah, it wasn't Terrifier gore. It was just like, oh, a war crime.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, splitting headache, have some Advil.
Yeah. Like, oh, look, a drone strike footage. Okay. I'm like, I got that. Like, it was so some of the gore scenes were so over the top. I was like, this is just fucking nuts. I love it though.
And the slow motion was somewhat good, but it was used too much.
Yeah, it was a little jarring with that. I'm like, I get it with the flashback scenes. I'm like, okay, yeah, these are moments that are just stuck in Cora's head. Other parts, I'm like, why is that? Why are you doing it with this? Like, you just, get to the fucking point. That was my thing. That was my thing about it too. But I was just like, you know what? It fits this way. There was a lot more in this, and I just went, oh, this makes more sense. That makes more sense. Oh, that scene in Scargiver is actually in Chalice of Blood instead. Okay, I got that. There was, so much in it that I enjoyed. The whole thing with Jimmy, his pastoral moments when he's just out in nature.
What did I call him? Like the Batman vigilante of nature?
Yeah, the natural Batman. And you're like, I am vengeance. I am the night. I am nature. And I did the thing. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Jimmy. Oh man, it was honestly. I definitely prefer this. I really do hope Netflix just goes, yeah, just give us the third one, director's cut. No need for a theatrical, because we kind of missed. We fucked up here. That makes more sense to do. Just give us the director's cut of all these. These are, if it's supposed to be rated R Star Wars, give us rated R Star Wars. And I look at it more like it's if like Frank Frazetta was like the concept artist for Star Wars. Frank Frazetta, he's done all these different art pieces where it's just barbarians fighting dragons and it's like sexy women. Like it's just crazy shit. It's like metal ass imagery.
Yeah, there was a lot of tits.
Yeah.
I mean, like there were human tits, robot tits, alien tits,
Fucking tipples!
tipples.
I literally put them like this. It's over the top. It's bloody. It's gory. It's action packed. It's sexy at times. It's literally everything that was promised. And oh my god, there's so many great moments in there. How'd you like Sindri getting executed? Just wham.
Honestly, like my favorite part of the whole film, and people are going to disagree with me with this, but when the robot was in the field with the fireflies,
Oh,
that
it's
scene won me over.
yeah. That was a great shot. I think I have a picture of that too. I think because I was saving a lot of people's like greatest moments that they liked in it. There's a few people that love that moment because it's such a contemplative moment where it's like him just discovering himself after being locked away in this little ass
Yeah.
safe. And of course, I saw Variety. The one guy that was there watching it in the theater, he was apparently just being a complete cunt over it. I'm just like, why are you here? Why are you at this theater? Like, I could have been here for this for Netflix and been like, this is amazing. It's actually pretty damn good. But no, they get the fucking guy with a chip on his shoulder.
Honestly, I would have walked over that guy's seat and just go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what got me about it. I started seeing people like just push back against that review. I'm like, yeah, that's a horror. Like, you survived the fucking movie. What the movie do? Shoot at you, you fucking idiot. Like, I've seen people say this is violent for violence sake. I'm like, it's an action movie. They're gonna be violent.
If you don't want to watch violence, go watch My Little Pony.
Yeah, and it was some great moments that were like just they were taken off the cutting room floor. I'm glad that they said, okay, we'll pay 180 for 4 movies basically. And he's like, oh,
That's
cool.
a good deal, too.
Yeah, I got it right here. The scene, the Firefly scene. In the dream, she made me seneschal and gave me a place in her royal house, and all regarded me with reverence, for I did drink from the chalice of true belief, and it set me free. And they all turned blue. All the all the fireflies.
And that hits home for me, like that saying.
Yeah, it's such a great moment, and it's oh man, there's so much cool stuff in it. There was cool stuff in the theatrical cut, but it feels like it's crisper in this one.
It really is. Like, even the CGI was better.
Oh yeah, I caught that with the bartender in the brothel.
Yeah.
Because in the theatrical, he's just there like, I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, okay, this is Star Wars here. In the other one, it's like, hey, yeah, you're supposed to be, you're part of the brothel. You're supposed to be fucking the clients. What are you doing? And the Xanadite's like, he's like, oh, look at you. You think you're the queen of some place? Go fucking do your job. I was laughing my ass off.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I've seen that bartender in real life, I would be freaked the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm like, why does he have candles on his shoulder? What is this shit?
It's like Beauty and the Beast, but weird.
Oh man, there was some great alien designs too. And
Yeah.
the one thing that links it, and I think I told you this, the thing that links it to Army of the Dead is like the Xanadites. Like that one that he was talking to, the zombie virus in Army of the Dead is from them. Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I found that out. I'm like, they're both in the same universe. Okay. Like it's
So, they're technically not zombies or aliens?
alien zombies.
But that's a normal in this universe.
Yeah. There were so many cool moments. The baby spiders were cool. I
They were
really do.
adorable.
Yeah, I really do wish they grabbed at least like 20 of them. Put them in like a little like terrarium or some shit. Like, don't worry, you're gonna be safe. We're gonna take you to Velt. It's nice. It's beautiful, clean air. Because see them evolve as they go along. Because they're like, "Where's our ship? Where are we going? Why aren't we at Velt?"
There's her mom.
Yeah. One of them just looks at Nemesis. Why'd you kill our mom?
And she's like, to be fair, she attacked me first.
Yeah. Like that would have been a cool thing, and I get why they did that because it's consequences to some's actions, and that was basically the whole thing about it. There was so much cool stuff. Nemesis's introduction is so much better in than Child of Fire because you just see her on the elevator and that's it. This she's just sitting there at the noodle counter. They're talking about it. She's like, "You looking for me?" She was sitting there the whole fucking time.
Did you notice?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, but like when she was like engraving that symbol in her arm, did you know what that symbol was?
Mm-mm.
Apparently, it's part of like the storyline.
Ooh, see, I gotta find that out. I got the book too. I got the Child of Fire novel, which is basically just Chalice of Blood expanded even. Because there's even more because the whole opening, like even in the book, is basically Noble shows up. He asks the administrator, "Where are the blood axes?" He goes, "I'm not giving them to you." Okay, and then sends the fucking army in. Then the movie starts. He's like, "Okay, where's he at?" How about the Blurgan, the little bomb, the monkey bomb?
Oh, I love that little dude.
Yeah, he went in like Pokemon style. He used self destruct, and it was very effective.
It was like a little Pokemon.
He was, wasn't he? If it were Star Wars, they would have kept him on. I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, they would have. He would have been a part of. He would have been the one thing that Eris would have brought with him. And they're like, no, you're not supposed to bring that. He's like, no, fuck you. That's how it was gonna be.
Or somehow it like explodes, but somehow it rebirths itself in the explosion.
How great would that have been? Like they just go back to Eris's home planet and it's there. Like, hey, where have you been? They killed your whole family.
And it's like grown and like huge as fuck.
Oh, that would have been great. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed Chalice of Blood so much more than Child of Fire, and I told you because you were looking for YouTube stuff to cover it. That covered it. No one likes these movies because it's Zack Snyder's name on them. If it was James Gunn, they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever." That's how they are. If it were anyone else,
shitty movies.
yeah. If it were anyone else, they would give it the benefit of the doubt, and it would have gotten its accolades. But Zack Snyder's name on it, and it's automatically shit. And it's like, no, what?
I know they're treating Zach like he's Donald Trump.
Worse, they like JD Vance. At least Donald. At least, like, oh my god, like it's so horrible how they treat Zach with it. And Zach's just like, hey, if you don't like the movie, it's all good. Like I'm still making movies. And they're like, you need to stop. And everyone's like, no, don't stop. We like this. These guys are just hate watchers.
I know these people who are hating are like, just remind me of that fan that about Britney Spears. Leave Britney alone.
I think didn't they transition finally?
I don't know. I thought that person went to a psych ward.
No, well, it was. I want to say let me see if I can look that up. Before we continue with the Rebel Moon talk, because they really do be treating this shit like that. Let me see. Leave Britney alone, person.
Don't even know the name of the motherfucker.
Yeah, they did transition.
Ah.
Yeah, Chris Crocker.
Are they still crazy?
No. Let's see. Here, let's see. Chris Crocker transition. Wait, yeah, hold on. Yeah, Chris Crocker. Wait, I think this is it. Yeah, Chris Crocker transitioned to Cara Cunningham. Not bad. I ain't gonna lie. In the words of Sid from Final Fantasy 16, as pretty as you are, you're not my type. Not bad though. Finally, they're living their truth. Thank God.
Is it the truth?
That's their truth. It's not.
Okay.
That's why I said there, not the universal truth. The universal truth is basically everything is bullshit. Don't believe anything. Life is
Bullshit. She did not do it. Oh, come on.
life is much easier. Life is much easier if you just assume everyone's stupid. But anyway, Rebel Moon, Chalice of Blood. Honestly, I give it a solid 10 out of 10. I see people give it 9.5, and I'm like, all right, that's fair because of the slow motion and all that.
No, I honestly would give it a 20 out of 10.
20? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It is solid S tier.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're giving it such great reviews, all these different guys, geeks and gamers, nerdrotics, all of them, they're just going to look at us like, what the fuck?
Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die.
I'll die on this fucking hill. It was a good fucking movie. And it wasn't woke like Nerdrotic said. He's a fucking fool when it comes to that shit.
All I gotta say for the people who are hating on this movie, come at me, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready
Yeah,
to fight.
like I enjoy, yeah, and I put that on Twitter. I'm like, contrary to these shit fucks on all these apps, I've enjoyed all of them. I see the what they were doing with the PG-13 cuts. That's more for the kids and all that because that's how Star Wars is. It's PG-13. This is for the adults. Like it was fucking great. I did not when you watch Curse of Forgiveness because we're going to review Curse of Forgiveness probably Wednesday, most likely Wednesday after the gaming stuff. But when you see Curse of Forgiveness, basically both movies have a sex scene in it.
It wouldn't be science fiction if there wasn't a sex scene.
Zach said, "Hey, I like heavy metal." The magazine.
I like heavy metal too.
Yeah, you remember the anime thing, Heavy Metal and Heavy Metal 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically what all this shit's inspired by. So I love the fact that
Zach
he's
was a little horny.
yeah. I like the fact that he's like, oh yeah, I used to read the heavy metal comics when I was a kid. I'm like, as a kid?
I bet you did.
Yeah. I'm like, I get it, but come on. I at least saw the movie when I at least waited till I was like at least 19 to see the movie.
Nah, I just waited until it was on HBO, whenever that was.
Heavy Metal 2000. I've only seen like 2 scenes from it. I know it's like a little more streamlined. It's not just like whole ass stories.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I get why he went that route with it. It definitely feels like some Frank Frazetta meets Star Wars stuff, and I'm here for that. I hope they do more with it. I would love it. If Warhammer 40K does not pan out for Henry Cavill, I say bring Henry Cavill back. Pull him into Rebel Moon 3.
It matters what his ideas would be.
Yeah, like. I'm gonna say it right now. As a writer, I could definitely see Henry Cavill as like a rogue Cryptea guard. Those are the guys, the big guys with the beards and all that were with Noble. They're known as the Cryptea guard. They have the Oracle blades that light up and they just cut through shit. Got to wear gloves or
hot magma sword.
Yeah, like you could have him as a rogue one where he's just like gray beard, almost looks like Geralt kind of.
And they could bring a baby Yoda, aka a baby spider.
That would be slick. Having where he's just following the rebels. Like, okay, where were they at? Okay, they were here. Ooh, what's this baby spider here? Yeah, that would be slick. Don't make it too kiddie like.
Right.
Yeah, but that would be slick as hell to bring Henry Cavill back for that. But honestly, yeah, 10 out of 10 from me, 20 out of 10 from Eric. I fucking love it. Make Chalice of Blood a hit. Let's get Rebel Moon 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because I know Zach wants to do the whole fucking thing with it. They also have the
I don't know how long I'll be watching these movies because they're pretty long.
Yeah, as long as they stay in the same quality, I'm down for it. As long as if they're bringing Chalice of Blood and Curse of Forgiveness out on 4K, I will grab them. I heard that it's coming soon. I just went, I'm like, I just put in a suggestion to Criterion to put them out. Because you can actually do that at Criterion. I'm like, okay, yeah. Like, give me Rebel Moon, Director's Cut, and Army of the Dead. Thank you. But I fucking loved it. It was great. I can't wait till we get news on the third one. I know there's more stuff though. House of the Blood Axe, the comic book, has been going. It's been going gangbusters. Like they had to reprint it about 4 times already.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a podcast out called The Seneschal, which is a narrative podcast with Ella Purnell, Jason Isaacs, and a few other people, big time actors. I'm like, whoa.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think Jason Isaacs is actually going to come back. Well, come to the actual motion picture stuff too with Rebel Moon. I think he's going to be playing the Jimmy known as Bartholomew.
Let's not put all our eggs in one basket just yet.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be picking someone else for all we know.
Mm-hmm. They've done that before.
Yeah. But yeah, I recommend Chalice of Blood. Whoever, don't even listen to some of these guys. Like, oh, it's shit. These are the same guys that get pissed off at the Acolyte for the most random thing. And it's like, dude, you're so mad at the Star Wars stuff. Why don't you watch Rebel Moon? It has everything that you wanted.
I know half of the people, like honestly, I noticed this. Half of the people complaining about like good movies are the people who stand up for the movie's cuties.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Ain't that some shit? We're looking at you, Vito and Sneeko. I need a gunshot soundbite here. I
You
need
need
a
like
gunshot
a
soundbite.
you need a machine gun or a
But
Tommy
yeah, I
gun.
think that it. Yeah, Rebel Moon. Just get the sound. Just get the sounds of the guns from Rebel Moon.
I want a gun like that.
All right. Oh my god, that wasn't fucking great. It made more sense how brutal they were in this one too. Oh my god, just took off a dude's whole head. Just I'm like ah. All right, let's end this podcast on a good. We ended on a great note. Honestly, this has been the movie news podcast of S-TierCast. We'll be back Wednesday for gaming news. I know Gamescom is coming up. I did see some controversy with the Phantom Blade Zero guys, but they cleared it up. Of course, game just run amok as usual. Yeah, game journalists run amok as usual. We'll be talking about it Wednesday. And this has been the S-TierCast. We will see you all Wednesday. Bye-bye.